Hola, mommies and poppies. It's Jaylana Stevette, and I want to thank you for tuning in to my new channel, Spiritual Teens. Once again, just like and subscribe as we build this community of people who want to just share their spiritual knowledge and just have great conversations about all things spiritual. Don't mind my little dog Bentley in the background. He's just kind of doing his thing today. He just wanted to sit up on the bed. So we're going to let him sit up on the bed and we're going to have a great conversation. So today, I just wanted to pose a question, and feel free, please, feel free to comment in the comment section and provide answers, dialogue, and feedback. Because once again, once we go live, baby, we're going to have these questions live and in living color. So I wanted to pose a question today. What is the meaning of all this anyway? Like, for real, what's the meaning of all of this? What's the meaning of being here, being born, going through childhood, whatever? If you've had childhood trauma, what was the meaning of that? You know, becoming an adult, going to work every day, getting married, having children, or staying single, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, starting a business. What's the meaning of all this? Do you ever ask yourself, why am I here? Because I know there have been plenty of times when I've gone through something, I'm asking, what is the meaning of all of this? And why am I doing it? Why am I here, right? And some people ask the question also, did I choose this? Yeah. Did you choose it? Some people say yes, and some people say no. Did you choose this life that you are living in right now? Did you choose the house that you're living in? Some people ask, did I even ask to be born? Right? There are some people who say yes, and then there are some people who say no. So we're going to talk about that today. So the people that say no, some of the people that say no, they say, I didn't choose or ask to be born. They operate in such a way that's reactive, meaning they're waiting for things to happen to them in life that they can react to. Don't mind him in the back. He's funny. Bentley, get down. Down. Come on, get on down. Thank you. So they react to the things in life as they're thrown at them. Something happens at the job and then they react to it, which causes another reaction, right? Instead of want to say take accountability, because I would say maybe 60 to 70% of the people who live on this earth believe I didn't ask to be born. But people who function over that feel like they have no control. And I'm looking at some of my notes. Yes, no control over who you meet, how you live, who your family is, and you just go through life that way. So if you didn't ask to be here, then that means you have absolutely no control over what happens to you in this lifetime because you didn't ask to be here, right? So again, let me ask you another question. Is that beneficial? Is that type of thinking beneficial? Some say yes, some say no. Remember, again, this is a no judgment thing, but I want you to think about it. If you've never asked the question, what's the meaning of all this? Step back and ask. If you've not asked yourself ever, not once in your life, why am I here? Now that question is penetrating and deep because you have to know why you're here. In other cultures, they cultivate that knowing thyself early on from birth. These people are calling out their purposes, their children's purposes and things like that from birth. So by the time they hit, elementary school or even preschool, they already know what they've come to this earth to be and what they've come to this earth to do. So I guess they don't ever ask the question, or not necessarily ask the question. They never make the statement I didn't ask to be here. Because they in other cultures, they come with the intention of, I came here for something specific, right? So again, let me know in the comments, do you think that it's beneficial to think in a way where you feel like you have no control over your situation and your circumstances? Let me know. And then there are people who say yes. Yes, we have control, or we asked to be here for different reasons. You know what I mean? So I'll break down a couple. One of those, of course, religion tells us that we were chosen before we were formed in our mother's womb. We were chosen, right? So that means that I'll just say God, because religion is some sort of God, just one unified God who chose you from the beginning to be here on this earth and to have whatever experiences you're having. But again, you have no control over it, because if one deity, controls what you do, who you come, how you come, then you're really submissive to that one deity and you really have no control. But that's just my opinion. Then there are those who say, well, yes, and we choose from the very beginning. Before we even get here, we choose our parents. There's a thought process that says that we choose our parents, that we choose our siblings, we choose the experiences we're going to have, all from the place of learning and growing from them, if that makes sense. So the challenges that we face, and who our parents and siblings are, who we would normally become, and the experiences I have. Let me ask you this: do you like what you've experienced? Do you like so far what you have experienced in this lifetime? See, I'm always going to ask the deeper questions. So if we chose this, so I chose this room that I would do my first introductory YouTube video in, right? I chose this environment. I chose this neighborhood for whatever reason. Why? What's the meaning of all this? We're meant to learn, grow, and expand while we're here. In this lifetime and in other lifetimes. But we'll get into that in other videos, because some people don't believe in reincarnation. I'm one of those people. I personally do. So yeah, but we'll get into that. It's like schools of learning over and over. Dolores Cannon talks about that. So some people also say that we're here, when we get back to what's the meaning of all this. Some people say that we're here to serve ourselves, and some people say we're here to serve others, right? So are we here to serve ourselves? On some level, on a lot of levels, yes, I do, because I believe that each of us individually came in with a specific goal, with specific purpose, specific things that we wanted to learn in this lifetime, specific things that we wanted to work through in this lifetime. Yep. So we're here to serve that. We're also here to serve others. So those experiences that we go through, the people that we meet, the jobs that we take, the lovers that we take, all of those things are in service to others. Whether it's a bad relationship that you go through that has taught you, it's going to teach someone else that you meet along the way. If it's an amazing relationship that you go through, your example of having that relationship is going to teach somebody else that along the way. You dig? Does that make sense? I hope all of this is making sense. Well, that is definitely my time today. I just wanted to pose that question. So don't forget to like, the channel, don't forget to subscribe to this page so that we can start going live and to having these juicy conversations live. And also, guys, don't forget to chat it up in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know. Have you ever asked that question? Why am I here? What's the meaning of all this? And then I want you to go a little bit deeper and tell me, why do you think it is? And what are your thoughts on that whole question? But in the meantime, in between time, I want you to live your life as if it is the most magnificent thing ever. Toodaloo, mommies and poppies.